Welcome, everyone, and happy early new year. To start your new year off right, start it with Lama Surya Das next Saturday, January 6, 2024, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. A day-long retreat that will involve being a Buddha to keep your year going in the right vein. Consider a master class coming up on January 20th. I always enjoy those, and I hope to see you there. And I will say that consider ending the year with generosity, ending the year with a donation to the Chen Foundation. You can find how to do that on our website or become a member. Registration for this coming Saturday's virtual retreat will be open all week. And now, here's Lama Surya.
Thank you, Mel. Good morning, everybody, and happy holidays. Happy New Year. I hope you had a nice Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, or whatever diverse and rich holidays that you celebrate. Every day could be a holiday in the joyous spirit of being together, of awakening together, of even just being alive. Let's have a moment of silence for all those who've died this year, who are suffering at the ravages of war. Need I mention in Gaza, Ukraine, and so many other places. It's kind of shameful. The 20th century was called by the Dalai Lama a century of wars. We don't need any more of those world wars anymore, but there's still the nuclear threat. So he calls for a century of dialogue. It's hard to talk to people that won't talk to you and have dialogue, though. So let's pray on it and do what we can and become peace and embody peace and harmony and patience, forgiveness, forbearance, and make peace with ourselves and each other, with our higher powers or inner powers, however we conceive that. Shanti means peace, harmony, patience, acceptance, tolerance. Om Shanti, including all in our hearts, prayers, and practices today. In love. I see you. It's good. It's beautiful. It's true. I bow to the light in each and every one of you. Don't overlook it. Jancha Samcho Krimpoche Maki panam ke gyochik ke pa nyampa me pa ya kane kandu pewa show. May the lamp of enlightenment be lit, be ignited wherever it has not yet been lit, and where it has been lit, may it blaze up, illumine, and heal, and harmonize the entire universe for the boundless benefit of one and all. Until all are together illumined and awakened. Yes, the end of a year is a good time to take stock, think about why we're here, what we're doing, appreciate all the gifts that we're given, all that we have, even just breathing and being alive. What a miracle, what a gift. None of us are getting any younger, as Buddha taught. Although our poet was saying, I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. Let's get in that spirit. Fresh, awake, now. Let go of the past and the whole baggage train of our personal narrative and all that we're dragging along, all those kilos and tons of extra baggage. You have to pay for every pound of extra baggage in the baggage train of one's own memory and narrative. And awaken here now. I mean, how long does it take? When the alarm clock goes off, you take the pillow off your ears. Stop hitting the snooze button. Just wake up. One moment could be enough. This moment even. Grateful, appreciative, savoring, appreciating the moment. Aware, conscious rather than unconscious. Mindful rather than mindlessly sleepwalking through life. Considering all that's going on around us and within us. Taking stock. Maybe writing in your journal. Maybe sharing it with somebody else. Maybe just pondering it. Or taking a nature walk, thinking about it. Or while walking the dog. Life is good. I mean, what's the alternative? Now, as we start a new year, people like to celebrate. I like to celebrate. I like to celebrate every day. I love the holiday season. What do I always say? We usually get together on Sundays or Saturdays. Every day is a Sabbath, if you make it that. Every day is a holiday. If you have joy in your heart and share it. If you have a pet, a child, a mate, a parent, an elder, a loved one, a garden. If you have music in your heart and soul, poetry. If you have the breath of life, inspiration, breathing it in and breathing it out. Life, what a miracle. Who gave it to us? Did we do it? Are we doing it all? I don't think so. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Settling, resting, deep joy, not just cheap thrills, jokey jokes, and libations. New Year's Eve is fine, but what about the rest of the year? Celebrating who and what we are and being together here in this world. Isn't it beautiful? Especially here, as I look around the room, we have a lot to appreciate. We're not being bombed, tsunamied, frozen or burnt out like in some other parts of the world. There's plenty of dukkha, dissatisfaction, suffering, misery here in the first world also. Still, a lot to be grateful for. Our freedoms and opportunities and rights, human rights. Not everybody has it. So as we enter the new year, let's think about that and give thanks and consider what's going on for others who may not have those rights and opportunities. Even to get together like this, not possible in some countries. Check it out. But they don't have even a basic right like freedom of religion or freedom of assembly or uncensored internet access for their religious or spiritual Sunday activities. It's something to be grateful for, and I am. It's so nice to see you all and be together. We've weathered the pandemic, we've survived, many of us, not all, and that's sad. Now it's time to take care of ourselves and each other and appreciate anew getting together and the things we took for granted before the pandemic started 4 years ago. That we can get together again. That we're not plagued by that scary unknown pandemic. That kids are back at school. That the elders can hug their youngers and so on. And vice versa. As we enter the new year, let's hug ourselves and cultivate loving kindness, well-wishing, benevolence towards ourselves, compassion for ourselves and our sufferings. Let go of the harsh inner critic. Cultivate more patience and forbearance and self-acceptance. If we don't accept ourselves, how can we accept others? If we don't love ourselves, how can we love others? Who remembers the basic Buddhist practice taught by Buddha in the Metta Sutra, the loving kindness scripture of wishing love, wishing well to oneself? Of course, generally in the Mahayana and the Bodhicitta and the altruistic, compassionate teachings, the Bodhicitta of the Mahayana, the Bodhisattva way, we wish well to others. We practice loving kindness and compassion, meditation on healing and well-wishing and generosity to others. But what about ourselves? How generous can we be with our own emotions, feeling them fully and letting them go? Receiving information from them and processing it healthfully, not suppressing it and not indulging, getting carried away in it either. Feeling it fully, processing it, and letting it go. How generous can we be in cutting ourselves some slack for a change? And being less impatient and judgmental towards ourselves. Oh, I always do that. Oh, I always drop things. Oh, my mother was right. She said, These inner voices, like haunting us. We're too sophisticated here in the Western world to believe in things that most of the world believes in, unseen things like ghosts. And yet we have our own ghosts and demons haunting us inside, don't we? With or without names, unrecognized or recognized. So let's love ourselves a little up, love ourselves up, hug ourselves. It's not that hard. Even do it right now. Give yourself a big hug. I wish I could hug you. Big hug. Kumbaya. Be childlike, not childish, childlike, and enter the kingdom, as Buddha said, or someone. Hug yourself. Doesn't it feel good? And pass it on. Hugs and smiles are free. Why hoard them like a miser? The practice of loving kindness towards oneself, imagining oneself in the middle of the whole Sangha and everybody wishing loving kindness on you. This is how Buddha taught it. And say your name so you get a little distance from yourself. Not just may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be at ease and liberated. But use your name so you get a little distance from yourself. And imagine the whole Sangha, the whole community, and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and holy ones and angels and all the beautiful ones around, wishing you well, benevolence, loving kindness, wishing you well. May Surya be happy. May Surya be peaceful. May Surya have all that he wants and needs and aspires to. Use your own name. Get some distance on it. Put yourself in the center, in the middle, as our ego likes to do. This is a good chiropractic adjustment. Put your lovey inner child, your little Buddha, your best self in the middle there, wishing you well, all your parents and family and friends and neighbors and the whole Sangha and all beings and all the Buddhas and holy ones around, wishing you well. Say it again yourself. Menla, may Menla be happy. Say it yourself. Leo, Mel, Judy-Ann, Lanny. May Lanny be happy. May Lanny be peaceful. May Lanny be liberated. May Lanny be free from harm and fear. May Surya be free from harm and fear. May Surya be happy, peaceful, content, fulfilled, liberated. And wish it and focus on it and concentrate on it. It's one of the great concentration meditations, highly emphasized in Burmese Buddhism, the teaching of the jhanas, developing samadhis through this, turning self-interest into samadhi, putting yourself in the middle of the circle rather than just being egotistical and self-centered, and all wishing you well, as we do. This ain't no fantasy, folks. All the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, all the angels, all the saints, all the higher powers, the inner powers, however you imagine it, are wishing us well. Let's tune into it. Let's catch that wave. They're all around us, wishing us well, and we're in the center. Not just little ego self, but your sublime self, your noble self, your Buddhist nature, your Christos, whatever you think of it as, your best self. Nothing special, yet marvelous. Some call it the supreme self, the unique self, the shining pearl. Put yourself in the middle, as the ego does anyway. Wishing yourself well. Be happy. May Surya be peaceful. May Surya be liberated. Use the refrains from the Metta Sutra or add on your own. May Surya be happy. May Surya be peaceful. May Surya be healed and whole again. May Surya be liberated, fulfilled and content, peaceful, happy, healed, liberated, whole and content, peaceful, happy, liberated, fulfilled, whole and content. Good old Surya may be peaceful, happy, liberated. I'm not asking you to pray for me. I'm putting my name where it belongs. You put your name where it belongs. You're in the center. We're all around you, liberated, healed, whole and content. May be well, have whatever he wants, needs, and aspires to. Whole and content. Experience comfort, joy, ease, security, safety. Peaceful, happy, content, fulfilled, liberated. Be free from harm and fear. in the spirit, in the light, wishing well to that beautiful best self in the center of our circle. Oh, look, the sun. A blessing has arisen. It's working. At least good old Surya's in the sun, in the light. Oh, good old yourself. Can you have more sense of humor about oneself? If you can't laugh at yourself, life ain't much fun. And be happy, liberated, content, fulfilled, at ease. Happy, content, fulfilled, liberated, free from harm and fear, at ease. The whole circle around you, wishing you well. Dig it, imagine it, feel it. We're all here, don't doubt. Breathing in and breathing it out together. Each of us and all of us. Self-acceptance, everybody's accepting us as we are. Why can't we? Self-love, loving us just as we are. Maybe we can too. Cutting us some slack for a change, why not? You too, me too. From me to we, back and forth, breathing out and breathing in. Breathing out, metta, to the whole circle, all beings. Breathing it in to you in the center, the practitioner, the bodhisattva, the sadhak on the path of sadhana. The yogi, the sadhak, the practitioner. You. Being itself with a capital B, as you already are. How sweet it is. Breathing it out to the whole circle and breathing it in to oneself in the middle. Sequentially, then simultaneously rating it, absorbing at the same time like some kind of pulsar star. Fulminating with metta, maitri, loving kindness and benevolence. And, radiating and reabsorbing at the same time, basking in it, marinating in it, soaking in it. Sometimes I feel like some kind of sprinkler, sprinkling out and sprinkling in, or going around the circle. You know, everybody has different sprinklers on their, quote, suburban lawn, unquote. Sometimes all at once. Metta, like a gentle rain of elixir, of healing, of love, of well-wishing, wishing oneself well, in short, benevolence, loving kindness, friendliness, interest, affinity, compassion, mercy, tenderness, forgiveness. Love it. Love. Love. Love doesn't come from outside. Love comes through loving. Love is the way, the truth, and the life, the light, the divine. Good heart, as the Dalai Lama calls it. The Buddha nature, Tathagata Garbha, Bodhicitta, the good heart. Oh, excuse me. Things loosening up here. Good. With little help from my fans. My fiends, as I often typo in my messaging. Little help from my fiends. You gotta love it. I remember my first meditation teacher, S.N. Goenka in India, a Burmese Indian Vipassana teacher. He always used to teach metta. He had so much metta. He would chant at the end of the meditation, Metta Bhavana, Metta Bhavana, Metta Bhavana. Cultivating loving kindness and well-wishing for one and all, including oneself. Doesn't loving kindness and compassion open your heart and turn into openness, presence, and awareness, allowing, releasing, non-attachment, equanimity. Present awareness, nowness, pure presence, to proceed unhindered, calm and clear. Now smile a little and relax and just rest in the afterglow of the loving kindness, of the softness, of the gentleness, savoring it, appreciating it, feeling it. No big deal. Smile a little. Fake it till you make it. How sweet it is, as Buddha used to say. Maybe that was Jackie Gleason, I can remember. Imaho, wondrous, miraculous, amazing. Appreciation is part of love and kindness practice too. Savoring, appreciation of life, loving things as they are, enjoying warmth, beauty, home, earth, nature, family, friends, everything, anything. That's the Sambhogakaya in the Vajrayana. Pure energy, delicious energy, sometimes translated as the enjoyment body. The bliss of pure experience before we misinterpret it. Like a child seeing everything fresh, innocent, without concepts. Like the freshly fallen virgin snow. So beautiful, sparkly, fresh every moment. Freshly fallen virgin mind moments of awareness. Untainted by the footsteps of concepts. Just shussing along here. Shuss. Light out. As the snowflakes fall outside the window, covering the tombstones, the cars, everything, my moments gently fall, covering everything with fresh, sparkling nowness, awareness, untouched by concepts, oneness, nowness. awareness. As white contains all the colors magically. Nowness contains the past, present, and future, the three times, all time, in the holy now. That's the true whiteout. The deep dark, the primordial space, the heart cave, the crystal palace, and the heart cave to get. Wow. Rest there. That's it. Thank you. That's how we're going to end this year and begin the next. At rest in the crystal palace and the heart cave together as one. Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. The mantra of love and compassion. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum Ri. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful and in harmony. May all beings be awakened, liberated, and free. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. May all beings, including ourselves, be happy, awakened, fulfilled, and free. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Moving from me to we. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Mel, could we see the Millennium Prayer, please? We'll chant it together. Thank you. May all beings everywhere with whom we are inseparably interconnected and who want and need the same as we do, may all be awakened, liberated, healed, fulfilled, safe, and free. May there be peace and harmony in this world and an end to war and violence, poverty and hunger, inequality, oppression, greed and cruelty, and all the rest. And may we all together complete the spiritual journey. One beloved community, one circle, one family, one Samaya, one all the way home. An homage to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Dakas and Dakinis, Dharma guardians, Dharmapalas and protectors, allies, nature sprites, land deities, those who were here before humans, all of us, all the Sangha members, all the teachers, all the lineages, homage to all the mothers and fathers and grandparents and siblings and mentors and instructors and teachers and sports coaches who helped us along, who made us mensches or mensches to be bodhisattvas in the making. Homage with gratitude, appreciation, humility. Thank you to one and all. Because of you, me, we love and blessings to one and all. Excuse me while I croak. I seem to have caught a bug last week. It's been bugging me. Remember what Vimalakirti said in the Vimalakirti Sutra? When all the bodhisattvas came and crowded into his tiny hut because they heard he was ill and asked if he was recovered, he said, when all beings are freed from their afflictions, I too will be healed and recovered. So this is a good time of year to think about things. I mean, any day is a good day to live the reflective life. But December especially inspires me to do a little Bible reading. I like to read the first Bible I ever got. My travel companion in India days when I was 20 gave me Ken Humphrey Jr. of St. Louis, his little black leather zippered, gilt-edged Bible, Old and New Testament together, that his father had given him when he graduated from high school. Such a blessing. I still have it. I'd like to read the Gospels. Sometimes I fall into the songs of David or the wisdom section, the Bible, Ecclesiastes, but usually I like to read the Gospels. And sometimes I have some of my own slightly original thoughts. Anyway, it amuses me, like about Immaculate Conception. I'm sure that's not something that we Buddhist meditators think about that much these days. The Virgin Mary and that whole story, a rich metaphor as it is. But from Buddhist point of view, how about Immaculate Conceptions? How about the fresh fallen snow, untouched by concepts? The fresh fallen mind moments, thoughts and feelings, perceptions, before concepts intrude, and we start pushing and pulling based on liking and disliking, and the other part poisons or glaciers. Immaculate Conceptions, as Buddha said, in hearing just hearing, in seeing just seeing, no one to hear it, no one seeing it, nothing to look for. Look, it's in the sutras, check it out. Therefore, also in smelling, just smelling, in thinking, just thinking, no thinker. Just pure process, Immaculate Conception. The virgin birth of divinity right now, every moment, check it out. That's the natural great perfection. That's Dzogchen in a word. That's the Buddha nature. That's the flow of Rigpa. What words can express the inexpressible? Immaculate Conceptions, the Pure Land here and now. As we say, Red Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land in the west of the setting sun, but the Dzogchen Pure Land, the Mandal of Kuntazampa, here and now. Nowness. Nowness, awareness, pure presence, Rigpa. The fresh falling snow, the virgin snow, unmarked by the footprints of beings of separateness. Somehow, every snowflake has the same structure, but is different. It's the mystery of unity and diversity. Every moment, the great oneness that's beyond oneness or diversity. The homogeneity of awareness. Awareness, aware of awareness. Immaculate Conceptions. Trungpa Rinpoche, his first book of poems in English is called First Thought, Best Thought. It means this first moment, only moment. not falling into chains of discursive thinking that trip us up, or worse, tangle us up like barbed wire and bear traps in our bear trap of a mind. So those are a few thoughts, my kind of Buddhist Christian thoughts. Forgive me for indulging myself. I love this season. There's a lot to reflect on. There's a lot to contemplate. I happen to love Jesus myself. When I read about the Gospels, it's like reading about my gurus. Check it out. He was a guru. He was a teacher. He was a rabbi, whatever he was. He may have been other things too. I don't know. But I'm inspired. There's a lot there. Also, there's the heterodox Gospels to consider. The Gospel of Thomas, the Aquarian Gospel, and others that I don't remember, worth perusing if you like these kind of things. Do we have any questions today, or should we go out smiling?
Well, I think we're getting out of time for questions, although I would like to suggest to the questioner, the one questioner we had today, that he saved that question and great one for the retreat next Saturday. And speaking about the retreat next Saturday, there is still time to register, and we hope to see you there to launch the new year.
Let's all launch. Imaho. Happy New Year, everybody.